But sometimes some shops include that as part of the adjustment process, depending on how much you charge. But it's still. I understand that that's how y'all do things, and there's nothing wrong with that. I understand that you're gonna have to do what you need to do to. Well, I don't know how much you guys charge, but depending on what alignment shop you take it to, that's they do things different. I understand you have to you an alignment machine. Um, Me physically, it's hard for me to set the steering wheel back straight because I don't have the proper equipment. I can be playing games with it, and I don't like to play games. I like to do it right the first time or not at all. And alignments, I just don't have the alignment machine.
I'm about to go drive it. I got the car on.
Okay. So that's my argument of the whole thing.
Boy, I tell you, I hate arguing with text over the phone because it becomes a pinion slinging contest. Excuse my language. It does. Uh, you know, they don't want to listen. Well, I'm not going to listen to that particular shop because it was an NTV. I don't respect those types of chains. Excuse my language, but I'm pretty sure there's some good ones out there. Let me get that out before I make that broad statement. Pretty sure some real good ones out there. Clean that up a little bit. But, let's just face it. Some of those chains is just, you know? But anywho, the guy I was speaking with over the phone was arguing me up and down. But first off, we did a rack and pinion to bring you guys up to speed. Did a rack and pinion on a Toyota Tundra, a Tacoma, that's what it was. Or Tundra, I don't know, it don't really matter. And we did the rack and pinion, which I do rack and pinions all the time. Never had a problem until today. When I do a rack and pinion, must get an alignment done on the car, truck, the vehicle. And the rack and pinion, gathering my thoughts. Plus, I lost my voice. Excuse me.
You don't feel good.
Nah, I've been powering through. But the rack and pinion, when it's installed, it must be on the alignment machine to get everything aligned back properly, whether that's adjusting the steering wheel or doing the adjustments on the tie rod ends. And yes, I cannot properly do an alignment because I don't have a machine. It's not going to be right. And I make sure all my customers understand that. Like, hey, go to the alignment shop right after this. It's a really good one behind my shop that they know what they're doing. But I guess after this particular alignment shop, he took it there and they don't want to center the steering wheel properly. He's trying to, the customer, well, and plus the customer's in the middle. He's listening to them, he's listening to me, he don't know who to believe. It's very confusing for the customer. Well, altercations like this happen because apparently he's familiar with going there and I guess they always treat him right, which could be the case. And then he got me in his ear, so customers confused. But I done lost my train of thought. But anywho.
I will say this. We're still a growing business, so unfortunately, the best alignment machine, we can't afford it. We either got to save up for an alignment machine, which is a better part of $50,000 or more, or save up for a shop. And so that's why we don't have one as of yet. Secondly, we did record doing that rack and pinion. They're trying to say that you installed it incorrectly.
Yeah, I was like, no, the install was proper. The only thing that was incorrectly was the alignment. And I tried for the life of me to explain that to him. Installing the rack is making sure everything bolted up tightly, making sure nothing is leaking, that sort of thing. And it's at the tip of my head what I'm trying to get at. I even invited the customer up here. Let me explain the process to you so you'll be educated.
So the customer wants you to tow it back here, and we're saying towing it back here is not going to help anything.
Yes, it's pointless because, getting it towed back up here, and I straighten it up to the best of my ability and get it towed back there, he's still saying the same thing. What I explained to the customer, which probably got under the guy's skin because he got real quiet. I was saying that some alignment, some good ones out there. I don't want nobody to get offended, whatever I say. Some alignment shops just like to tow and go. They don't like to go the extra step of recentering the wheel, which, if I had alignment in my shop, which, I did a lot of alignments back in the days and stuff came from different shops and we aligned it. And sometimes I have to undo the yoke, boom, and bam, it was part of the alignment fee. When I get my alignment shop when I get my alignment machine in the future, I would do the same thing as part of the alignment. But I don't know, my mind.
I know my baby don't feel good. What he means to say, folks, is they're saying that they're going to charge the customer extra to do that. Alex's argument is saying that should be a part of the alignment. I just realized music playing. I don't know if that'll affect anything, but
it will. Tell CJ that.
Hey CJ, do you mind turning down the radio? Our argument is that should be a part of the alignment. So when I noticed, because I did get a little bit of the conversation on camera, when I noticed that it wasn't going anywhere because you was like they was talking in circles, I then said, hey, look, this is the shop manager. Because at this point, we got customers in the lobby wasting time talking. Tell me how much it costs.
He don't even want to give us a price.
And I will cover the cost for y'all to do whatever extra that you're saying needs to be done. He did not want to give us a price. Then he said I was coming in hot. And I'm like, how, sir? I'm just simply asking you,
what's the
cost? So I can, y'all should have been. Again, the customer is here on three-way. So I just started talking to the customer from that point. I was like, listen, sir, if you could get them to give you a price, I will see to it personally that it is taken care of, as long as it's not something outrageous, because I'm also trying to make sure that they're not trying to get over on you.
Now, I was saying I think I got on their skin because I was explaining to the customers. I think I already said this, but some alignment shops, let's just face it, they just like to tow and go. If shimming is required, meaning you have to shim certain things, adjust camber, that stuff takes a lot of time. And most alignment shops will not do that. I've seen many cars come in and first of all, they don't do proper inspections. They don't inspect the suspension. They'll just do the alignment and crap be loose and the customer is still complaining about issues and tires getting beat up. It's just stuff like that I deal with on the daily. So no, I do not have respect for NTB. I'm sorry. Because
not that particular one, or the one by the house either.
Yeah,
we haven't had good positive experiences with them.
But yeah, I lost respect. So
I gotta
really
say
this
for disclaimer, because people say we're slandering. We've had personal experiences within certain NTB locations in our vicinity, and it has not been positive.
And customers will attest. It was like, they do me wrong, whatever the case may be. But his argument was, you shouldn't have been doing rack and pinion if you don't have the tools. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, we do it all the time.
Do it all the time. I eyeball it back straight, and yes, you need to go to the alignment machine.
So his argument was, well, why can't you guys just pick it up? I just told you we don't have an alignment machine, so how about you give me a price? Yeah, give me a price and I'll pay it.
Yeah, money is not the problem. And I told the customer, I was like, it's pointless to get it towed back here. He's like, you could just eyeball it. I did eyeball it, and look what that got me.
Why y'all can't eyeball it?
And I was trying to tell the customer when he did get here, which I'm gonna tell you guys. Let me get this oil change started. No, he's like, I don't want to come. Okay, let me find an example and just show you guys the whole process. Since he don't want to learn. Got this one. I'm gonna use this one as an example. Since it's been in here forever, somebody noticed it in one of my videos. They were like, this thing been here way too long. Yes, it has. Too long, but I cannot tie up my time on something I'm not getting paid for right off. And I tremendously discounted the customer because I'm trying to help the customer out in hard times. Yeah, I understand all that. And that's what I did. But I have been working on it piece by piece. Transmission is back up. The top of the portion of the engine is done. Only thing I got left is the cradle. But I'm gonna use this one as an example since, the rack is exposed. So this is a rack and pinion. right here. These are tie rod ends, two tie rod ends. They connect to the knuckle and it allows the wheels to turn. These are inner tie rod ends from here and they bolt in here. So when you make an adjustment, you crack this lock nut loose and you just simply turn this. This stays stationary. You just simply turn that and it pushes the knuckle in and out. You do that on both sides. So the point that I was trying to explain to the customer and the gentleman over the phone, the technician or whoever I was talking with, when you get a brand new rack, it comes without outer tie rod ends. It comes with inners, but it don't come with outers. So you have to swap over the parts. And it's something in my shoe.
You got on the wrong shoes, sir.
Yeah, I know. So when it comes, it looks similar to this. And looking at this rack, well, you have a steering shaft that go up in here. And on that truck we was discussing, it was very easy to get to the steering shaft. It wasn't like this one, which this one is easy too. You just go inside and undo it, one bolt, boom, boom, center it, bam, boom. But you never know if the rack is been turned or if it's straight. But looking at the bellows, these are bellows. They're basically dust boots to protect the seals inside. Looking at the bellows, they look pretty straight. So if I put this on thinking this is straight, put the steering shaft on and all that, and if it's not, it throws off the steering wheel center. The steering wheel is centered to the rack, pretty much. But I've put it on not, don't have alignment machines. It's gonna be hard to center everything. But there's no real, it's very hard to install a rack wrong because he kept saying, oh, you installed the rack wrong. No, the rack is basically, the only way you can install it wrong is leave something loose, or if it's a hydraulic rack, you cross thread something, the hydraulic hoses, and now it's leaking fluid. Yeah, that'll be considered as installed wrong. But this is not straight. That's where I was getting at. The steering wheel is turned, but looking at it, it looks straight. Let me just show you where the steering wheel is centered at. Bam. Steering wheel is at 830. So that was my argument on that whole thing.
So, worst case scenario, like I told him again, if they're talking about an extra $200, fine, I'll pay it just because I want to take care of the customer. But if they come back with a quote that's outrageous, I'm not doing
And
it.
if they do come back with outrageous, that means they don't have the ability to straighten it up. And it's very easy. You should have the ability to straighten it up.
If they have the alignment machine.
Yeah, we're just saying if they have the techs that have the sense to do so. Some of these places like that don't have the techs to physically do the job properly. And that's why I think he's trying to push it back over here because he don't know what he's doing up there.
Right, because we're offering to pay for it.
Yeah, if he knew what he was doing, he wouldn't be so strong of, oh, tow it back over there and let them re-straighten it. Like I explained to the customer.
Why he can't restrain it? Why they can't restrain
Yeah,
it?
like I explained to the customer. If I re-straighten it, we're going back and forth. Now you're getting it towed back. Now he's saying, oh, it's not done right. Get it. I'm not going through that. I'm doing it right or not at all. Yeah.
We were in the market for some alignment machines. Hunter is the best in the market, but I think they quoted us like $84,000.
I thought it was 50.
No, 30 something for the alignment, but if you use their rack, etc. We also looked at John Beam, and we also looked at what's that other one? I can't think of it, but we decided, like an investment like that, we decided to put that on the shelf because that could be a down payment for the new shop.
Or, no, my big argument was, yes, I can get it now. That's not the problem. They have payment plans and all that stuff, but I don't want to move that big, expensive equipment. I know I'm going to be moving shortly, and something get damaged. It's just, no. I want it set up one time, and that's it. What's going on, man?
You want to sell oil cans and that oil cooler?
Yes. Does it look really dark? Just check it. Maybe look, yeah, well, it's good practice to sell off. You haven't pressurized the cooling system yet?
Yeah, that's where all this stuff.
All right, you got it off.
Yeah, this is the closest one I can find.
Did it 3 it in there?
Well, I ain't said it yet. But
Check it and get back with, you know, if it does work, choose a gasket.
that's why. That's really why I was coming over.
Okay. Let's see. I like these gaskets right here. These work really well. If it's the right size. I am. All right. What's next on my agenda? Let me go check in with
Working on this
Curtis.
engine over
Yeah. I'll make sure no one else is in the waiting room. All right. I need to rest my voice.
Okay.
All right, good people. I am back. A new day to try again. I started feeling a lot worse yesterday. So I went home, drugged up with NyQuil, and slept. So I feel a little bit better today. What's going on with this one? This is a 15 Jaguar XJ, and it's running off of 4 cylinders, 5 cylinders. It's a V6 supercharged. This engine is found in a wide variety of Ford products.
What's the mileage?
120.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 120 something. Well, 120. He said the gentleman, the owner of the vehicle, stated that it started running like this after the timing change job. So I don't have any check engine light codes, which is weird because it is misfiring under a slight load, and I can sitting here feeling it load. But if I power brake it, it just skips. You can see the door shaking. 5 cylinder.
Wait, do it again?
Hold on, don't like me doing that. There you go.
Yeah, I see the door shaking.
Yeah, the car is stopping me. So I have a misfire detected on cylinder 1. So something is going on with 1. So let's see. So I wonder did valve to piston contact happen? I need to pull out cylinder 1 and I'm looking for the misfire graphs to see if it's counting that misfire.
Meanwhile, I want to say this. It's a new day, and we still haven't received any word on a quote from that wreck and pinion situation.
They ridiculous,
So,
right? And I did Google it. If you Google centering steering wheel, it's part of the alignment process. Like, and he had like, when it left my shop, the steering wheel was upside down and the car was pointing straight. Now, if it was like this, yeah, it's extreme off center. But the steering wheel was literally like this when the vehicle left the shop. Can you see that?
mm-hmm.
So they just being difficult.
Meanwhile, I guess it's Jaguar week. We maintain this gentleman's Jag. We've done a lot of work to it over the last couple of years. And he's in here for a wheel hub, but it's gotten so bad that he's gonna need the whole assembly. So we're waiting on that from the dealership. Then we got this Jag. It's an older Jag, but it's getting fuel pump. I think. Yeah, fuel pump. Just a fuel pump, right?
Yeah.
All right. And of course, we got this one. Hey, babe, did we ever settle the come to an understanding of if these Jags are still Ford or no?
They're Ford up until like 18 and Tata Motors took over. Yep. So it's like undercover Ford week.
You sure?
Yeah.
I thought Tata bought them in 2008.
No, Tata bought them in like 18.
I don't know about that, babe. I have to check. Pretty nice ride though.
Forward.
I forgot to mention this old Jag right here. It actually runs. It's a 92. I'm having some fuel issues. No. You don't follow Alex the Car Doctor on YouTube? No. It be lit, man. Get on there. Just film what we do every day. Go ahead. Don't mind me. Where's my darling husband?
Testing the Jag still.
Back over there.
You doing that?
I saw you go on a test drive. What did you make any discoveries?
Yeah, the timing is off.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm looking at bank one because it's got cylinder one misfire. That bank is going out, and actual intake camshaft positioning is 35 degrees. And B, actual intake is 0 degrees pretty much. On bank one, let me see, it's red. The desired, let me see, give it some gas. Actual desired. Yeah, its timing is off, and it's spark knocks too. Let me see. See, can I show you? So actual, and you can hear the spark knock.
that rattling.
So bank one. Let me see, can I go back to it? Hold on, let me turn traction control. Wait, move away. I was trying to show
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. You talking so low today, I can't hear.
Yeah, no. Dang it. Hold on, there you go. Car keep acting up. I just had it to do it. Let's see. Actual. This keeps jumping all over the place. It's trying to adjust. So for B, it's like flickering. Like probably got a bad phaser or something. But something is definitely off. Let's find two. Bank two. And compare. Because it'll go into limp mode. Here we go. Intake, position, oh, that's duty cycle. Let's see. I had to switch to the Altail. Gets better information. Yeah, bank two, actual exhaust. Yeah, something is not right with this timing.
We're gonna have them take it back to where whoever did it.
After the, and I'm trying to figure out why it ain't throwing no check engine light codes. Because it don't supposed to be spark knocking. That's an indication of mistimed engine. So let me go look up some stats, some specifications, and
I have a quick question for you for the aspiring mechanics that may be watching or technicians. How do you learn what those numbers are supposed to mean, or what any of that stuff mean?
Just studying it and years experience and looking at many uh, data, where it's supposed to be at over the times. Because I don't work on Jaguar every day, so I'm going to get ready and see what the specification is supposed to be at idle or what they want me to do and where it's supposed to be. Right now, I'm assuming the timing is off just from experience, but I don't like to assume. I like to back it up with information. So I'm going to go over to the all data and look up where everything's supposed to be.
So basically, what you're saying is just by being in the field and using softwares and stuff, you'll continue to learn values and variables and stuff.
Yep.
Well, I hope that question that I asked helps someone that's watching.
It's skipping for like constant misfires when it go into limp mode. Spark knocking like crazy. The desire will be at a certain point, but the action will be jumping around on
Cam?
on B. So that'd be the exhaust cam. If you look at the graphs, all you see is squiggly lines. You're supposed to see a smooth
Probably
line.
like that, like on the 300, where it had that damage in the reluctor,
Oh yeah.
so that the sensor's reading getting thrown off.
I was just discussing with Mason what's going on with this one. So I'm definitely going to call it timing issues. I won't know the extent of the damage until I actually break it down. But I do need to break down the car to see what's going on. What happened off camera, when I get ready to pull the car out, go to start it, nothing. Car done forgot the key. I'm like, what the heck? So I tried everything. Key fob button wouldn't work. The last thing I tried was disconnecting the battery for a certain amount of time. Plugged it back up and let's see if it still works. Voila, crunk up with no problem. So I'm like, But to give you a rundown on what's going on with this vehicle, he took it to another shop for a catalytic converter code. They supposedly did the catalytic converter. Came and picked the vehicle up. Soon as he left, check engine light came on, car running real crappy. Took it back to them. They supposedly did the timing chain, and I guess after keeping it for like 5 days, got the car back. No check engine light no more, but the car still running rough, no power.
Oh, they don't went in their computer.
Yeah. They
Oh,
done
I know
tampered
it.
with the computer. So they done told the computer to ignore the misfires, ignore the timing codes, all that stuff. Because when I go in, I can physically see where it says the codes. They say random multiple misfire. Man, you get the rest of my.
Hey, those were my M&M to begin with. I gave them to you.
I appreciate you. Thank you so
What
much.
you don't need because you don't feel good, but I'm not gonna lecture you.
But they had random multiple misfire codes, and some other code that really don't matter. But they don't went in there and tamper with the computer. So we need to. I don't know how they did that, but
They probably did. They probably HP tuned that bad
you
boy.
can't HP tune these. They probably used another software. Who knows? I don't know. But
Can you confirm? How are
What?
you gonna be able to confirm?
I get a computer guy out here and then we flash it back to normal. Because those kind of codes, timing issues and misfire codes, they don't. They'll throw right away. And he made it clear to the shop that he don't want no lights on. So they definitely went in and did something. They had nobody's business touching it if they didn't know what they were doing. So sad, man. This industry can really change people's mindsets after someone being drugged through the mud like this gentleman has. And he's a very nice gentleman, man. You know, he does really good for the community. He helps, what do you say, wounded veterans?
The families of fallen soldiers.
Yeah. How can you do that to somebody? It really angers me hearing stories like that. I'm very compassionate for my customers.
Right.
Um,
Which sucks, and what we having to deal with as far as the I just heard back from the situation with the
Alignment stuff.
alignment stuff. They're trying to charge them an extra $250. So I said we would go ahead and pay it only because I just want to take care of the customer.
Yeah.
He spent a whole bunch of money here, and unfortunately we don't have an alignment machine, so I'll just pay the extra $250. Not
no
because we
biggie.
did anything wrong. It's just the principle.
If you Google is steering wheel centering part of alignment, they say absolutely yes, it is. So that's why I don't trust NTB.
Yeah, but we're gonna take care of it.
Here, it's really about taking care of the customer. The only reason I gave the shop the benefit of the day because I knew I was right about the situation. If I was wrong, yes, I'm wrong.
Well, he came peace swinging first.
Who?
He,
The shop.
being belligerent to us.
Who?
The guy that worked at the NTB.
Uh-huh.
He the one with the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm about some, he's talking crazy. I'm like,
It's not that deep, bro.
I'm not claiming I did the alignment correctly. Like, you bringing it back here, it's gonna solve what? They just don't want to do it.
but that's a difference because we call out shops too, only if they don't make it right. So we don't have any problem with taking accountability if we've done something.
Yeah.
But in the same token, you can't also be the shop that turns around and just point the finger. Like, for instance, you had an assumption it was the timing thing. The customer comes in and says, hey, I just had my timing done. Other shops will immediately say, it must be the timing. Charge them a diag, send them on the way. Versus you actually took the time
Investigated.
investigated, confirmed, and now we can confidently say this is the issue. Versus take it back to the other shop then. You know what I mean? So it's the wild, wild west out here, man.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
just trying to live right.
The way I confirmed, I don't know if I shared with you, after the camera turned off, it's so much easier on a graph. Pulled up the graph. The graph for B, which is the exhaust cam on bank 1, was doing little numbers like this, squiggling. And the desired is supposed to be steady. It's supposed to follow the desire. It's supposed to be smooth. Maybe a little jump here and there, but that thing was all over the place. I'm thinking maybe slack in the chain, faulty guide, but that indicates to me some type of slack or loose phaser. I didn't hear a loose phaser, so that made me think slack somewhere or a guide that's tensioner that's not properly doing what it's supposed to do. Anything could be going on with it. I don't know until I tear it down though.
Listen,
Oh, and then his auxiliary battery is dead. That's probably why it did that on me.
forgot the key. All right, so we'll do a proper write-up. But listen here. I need to take the trash out right there. I know I've seen that, but it's raining. I'm going to take you to lunch, and I'm going to get you either some soup or some ramen.
Junk food,
No, I know. That's why I'm telling
sugar.
you. No,
It helps my immune system.
no. So I'm going to pick your lunch today because you need it. And I think the weather, they shut down all the schools because they saying not Queen Helene. Black people know who Queen Helene was. Hurricane Helene was coming through, but we just getting a little bit of rain. That's all.
Yeah, that's no biggie.
Yeah. But all the kiddies is at home today. But you ready for lunch?
Yeah,
All right.
this
Soup?
mosey on
Soup or ramen?
soup.
Okay, car doctor?
Soup with Reese Pieces
No,
and Snicker
no.
balls.
Let's go.
I don't even eat junk like that.
Okay. This is gonna be really good for you. I don't think you had ramen. It's the best ramen. The only ramen I eat really is nice and hot. There you go.
Yeah, I got some hot stuff to go.
Yeah, he likes his stuff hot. I'm not a hot person like that.
Said only put a little bit, but
It's gonna be good for you. Watch. Your voice might even come back.
hopefully.
I want you to taste it. You've never had it, right? You gotta get the meat. Too hot.
I don't see no meat.
It's in there. There you go. A birria or birria. Cheese and everything. What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah. And we're gonna sit and eat lunch on this rainy, busy day, guys.
Cup noodles.
Thank you. You're such a kind man. I present to you the best ramen you ever eat in your life.
Man, y'all must not want to go back to work, man.
I want you to eat the ramen.
But I'm saying, y'all must want me to just be over here.
It's okay. It's rainy. It's a little bit slow.
I'm about to tear this up.
Please tell me, am I tripping or it's the best thing you ever had?
I'm gonna tell you. Hey, I'm gonna take.
Let me go
I'll
get
go
it.
get it. Is it open?
Man, no, I got it.
I'll get it.
No, eat the ramen. Are you feeling a little better?
Almost.
Did that?
Do I sound? No, my voice still shot.
Yeah, but that's something warm and hearty. It's good for you.
Yeah, it is. Herman, I got you good to go. I'm about to test drive. Told you, I
This
got
is
you.
when viewers become customers. Herman has brought us a lot of cars. Shout out to you, Herman. We appreciate you.
I had a hard time getting it in. Oh, you found it. Cool. She purrs like a kitten.
Didn't he get this for like a great deal?
Or gifted to him or something. She runs on her own.
As
Try.
it cuts off.
No, I pulled the mass airflow off. I'm gonna put this back on. Everything must go back on. I should have cut it off before I pulled this off.
I just noticed y'all swept up in here a little bit.
Yeah, we try to clean. I try to train the guys to clean as we go, but sometimes it don't work that way. Sometimes it do, sometimes it don't. It just depends. I'm very happy with the outcome of this. Now I'm about to drive it and hopefully it drives and you don't have to spend no more money. This fuel pump was kind of a booger. What most people do with these particular cars, they cut a big hole in the they cut a hole in the body. I'm a professional shop, so I'm not cutting on nobody's car, and you know, the structural integrity of the car gets compromised when you do that. I will not be doing that. Do it the proper way or not at all. Alright, so let's crank it back up. I even think the battery recovered. Yeah, battery even recovered, so that's great. I might take this down the street, make sure it shifts, and go from there. You want to ride?
Yeah. I'm sure Herman don't mind me taking the Jag for a spin. It's clean though.
Yeah, very nice car.
What year is it?
05 or something.
Check engine light is on.
I know, I'm gonna erase the codes because right now it's got a transmission error. So I got some codes, pressure control, so I know it'd be flight record, data, and stored. So I guess it took flight at one point and it has some flight data stored in there.
Are you trolling right now?
This thing got wings. It's got a wing button that you can push and the wings are popping.
Man, get out of here.
I can't fool you today.
No.
Okay. Let's go into the automatic transmission and see what codes it has. So I'm just gonna erase everything. Hopefully it's just because you know, the battery was dead or whatever the case may be. Sometimes codes that get thrown that way. So, I erased everything. Nope, I can erase this. This, do this. Code's cleared. Double check. Pressure control solenoid keeps coming back. All right. You got some transmission problems. You need tires too. Nope, it's transmission stuck in that mode. I can't drive it. Yeah, it's like it pulls off in like third gear or something. So, all right, this is done though. You have to take it to a transmission shop. Could be a simple problem because this is to the floor and it ain't going nowhere. Say, watch this. To the floor. Engine just struggling to pull the vehicle because it's taking off in like third or whatever gear it's stuck in because of this transmission code here. Pressure control solenoid. And here at my shop, I don't do transmission diagnostics. I just never really like transmission stuff. So I wonder if this is the original cause of the car being put down in the first place. Because normally what happens is people will stop driving the car for a specific problem, and somebody will come along and get it after a couple of years of been sitting, and then it won't even start no more because the fuel pump done locked up, which this was the case with this one. And once got the fuel pump fixed, then we noticed getting to the root cause of why it was set down in the beginning. But replace transmission solenoid. So it's probably just got a bad solenoid. That's a common problem. You know, it's a common fix for that.
Is it internal?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't get into that. So, but it starts, it runs. My job is done. And battery recovered, surprisingly. I am very surprised about that. So, Herman, there you go, my brother. Appreciate your business like always. She runs.
We were just double checking.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Hater, I'm gonna say hater. Mason is addressing you haters. He saw y'all little comment talking about some.
Where is that?
He should have need a shift linkage or something.
We're gonna clear this up right here. He was just asking me to double check it. Some of y'all be listening too hard.
Mason's the
Look, he
man.
looking at it too.
I'm trying
He
to
looking
find
for
it. But
Y'all done hurt Mason feelings.
I told Mason he gotta have tough skin, man.
I mean, I do. It's just if you're gonna hate on me, at least like it'd be something real. He's just nitpicking.
Maybe tomorrow I tell him what you did yesterday.
What you talking about?
The oil.
Oh,
Oil.
you got an oil sample.
Oh man,
If my wife can't get over it.
I can't get over it. That was good.
that's terrible.
That's terrible.
You did it.
Listen,
Come here,
guys,
you know talking about
this
it. Here's
video
the sample.
is not brought to you by Microban 24-hour sanitizing spray. The reason why I say it's not brought to you by that, because I know my husband is sick and we don't want to shred germs. So I've been making it a point to go behind him, pop the top for me, and spray every car that he gets out of.
I'm about to pull it up front.
Oh, okay.
Well, unless
I'll
you
wait.
want to pull it up front.
No, I don't. I ain't finna dry Herman car. I ain't going there. But anyway, he's not feeling good, and it's the season, so I be spraying it down just to let y'all know. And we actually should spray before we get in, because people are nasty, man. You probably got sick from getting in somebody's car in the first place.
I got sick for my daughter.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to spread that, so I'm gonna come meet you out front. But I just wanted to put that on camera that I do that when the guys aren't feeling good. We do have seat covers and things, but it's just easier to do it this way. A little Clorox wipes, a little Lysol, a little Microban. It'll take you a long way. Are you gonna clear that stand? I can move it. Oh, okay. Okay, wheel man. You can drive a little bit.
All right, so this one, since we're on the subject of alignments, I want to finish off the day with this one because I am truly curious. We did some suspension work with this one. lower control arms and outer tie rod ends to be exact. And she took it to get an alignment, and they said her strut is on backwards. I'm like, strut is on backwards. I guess they were trying to point the finger. Like, oh yeah, whoever did the work, they put the strut on backwards. First of all, we didn't even do the struts. We didn't have to touch the struts to do the lower control arms. So I'm just curious to see what they're talking about. But anyway, they didn't want to do the alignment because they said the struts was on backwards.
And what do we do? Control arms?
Yeah, control arms and tie rod ends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we didn't even do the struts. So, we're about to see what that shop is talking about. So, from here up is a strut. Down here is the lower control arms. This is what I did. Down here, and then the outer tie rod in on the other side. So they said the strut was on backwards. Looking at it, this is the front right. Maybe they don't know the direction of if you're sitting in the car. So now if you're looking at the car like this will be left front. You know, yeah, front left. But the way you tell parts on suspensions in the direction of things, you have to be sitting in the car facing forward. And this would indeed be the front right. Going backwards, no way. On this side at least, we're gonna go over to the other side. If it's on backwards, this bracket, well, the sway bar bracket will be up here, throwing the sway bar out of alignment. The sway bar is straight up. And the brake bracket would be back here, making the brake holes have to stretch in weird places. So this one is not on backwards. I'm not sure what they was talking about there. Now, what is backwards is our backup camera. If you're looking at the backup camera, it's upside down. Maybe they was talking about that and called it a strut. I don't know, but some of these alignment shops, that's why I don't trust them, man. Same thing over here. Front left. It's proper position. I don't see the struts leaking. The struts look very good. I didn't replace these struts. I didn't even touch the struts. Everything looks proper. Yeah, they got a zip tie right here, which is fine to help secure the speed sensor. Are they on backwards? No. You see that the tie rod end I replaced. Outer tie rod end. I think we did the inner tie rod end as well.
And then you can tell how old these shops are.
Yeah. But that just goes to show, man.
They out here telling customers anything.
Yeah, and this is a very sweet old lady. And they trying to probably rip her off. I guarantee you. These struts not on backwards. Nothing wrong with these struts. Maybe he looked at them, because you know how some people will look at stuff and be like, oh, the front left, this is the right side. Because they're looking at it like this.
Right.
That's the only thing I can think of.
And you can't put these on backwards because this
No,
fits down
you
in.
can't, because like I just explained to the viewers, this sway bar link will be out of alignment. It'll be pushed forward and be slanted. It'll have to be up here, and it'll just look weird and be binding. And,
The second alignment shop done told some crazy crap.
yeah,
I was gonna say, man, people think everything peachy keen. We fight for our integrity every day.
yeah, just like y'all do, just like y'all have to fight to try to find an honest shop, and we have to fight to try to find honest people, secondary folks. That's why I try to keep it all in-house. Unfortunately, with alignments, I have to outsource. And this is the second complaint of me doing some work on the car where they're not aligning it because they talking something bogus.
My idea is, why don't we go behind us and have a talk with Clayton Auto Service? They have a Hunter alignment machine. Let's partner with them.
Well, I've been trying to send people there, but I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe we can, I don't know.
Clowns, man.
God
Clowns.
willing, we're going to have us an alignment machine this time next year.
Yeah.
All right?
We're gonna make it happen.
We got, but first things first, we got to get up out of this building.
Yeah, we gotta go. But good people, on that note, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I talked for y'all entertainment. So y'all, show y'all support and love. Alex the Car Doctor out. See you on the next one. Oh.